Hello, good morning, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information, of course, come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and on the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources and music and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar in the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and I am joined by the great...
Meet Cleaver.
Yep. And today is Saturn's Day, also known as Saturday, September 24th, 2022. So, what happened on this date? Let's see here. 312, start of Imperial Indication. Imperial Indication. What
the heck is that?
I'm gonna find that out here. 1 second.
312. Who cares?
Imperial 312. Well, I care. 312. Oh, so it's the start of the early medieval period.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this said start of Imperial Indication. So, what happened in the year 312 AD? Well, the Battle of the Milvian Bridge. But let's see here. Imperial Indication 312. What is Imperial Indication? Okay, indications of imperial status on Roman coins. Is that what this says? Coins. Okay, so I guess this is when I guess Roman Empire started stamping coins, but no, like this is 312.
I don't know.
Like this is after the fall. Like Rome didn't last that much longer after this.
So it could have been when they started.
I have no idea. So.
Well, beginning of the medieval.
Yeah, let's just go with that for now,
unless
somebody else, figures out anything more about that.
I wonder if 2022 will go down as in history as the beginning of the late evil.
No, that was 2016 is when it really started.
Okay.
And then it hit it off in 2020 with the pandemic and all that stuff, and then now 2022 is going to. It's 2022. It's the sequel. Here we go again. So.
Deuces all.
Hey, what's up, Alice?
Can you hear me now? Is it not? Am I not robotic-y like that movie last night?
Yeah, no,
you sound good.
You sound better. A little distant, but better.
It's because I have you on speaker. I think it just might be like a bad data spot right now today in my area. So.
Wait, moving on up into 1493, Christopher Columbus embarked on his second expedition to the New World, setting sail with a fleet of 17 ships.
Whoa.
So, yeah, that's kind of like an armada right there, 17.
Just couldn't stay away, huh?
No, and this time he's bringing a lot more friends. So.
We're going to invade this time.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what the Europeans did. They invaded everywhere. And here we go, the Solomon the Magnificent, him and his onion hat. 1529. What's up, Alice?
It said his hat head.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of hat heads in history. This guy just has the biggest hat, an entire bed sheet for a turban, essentially. So, a bed sheet, a king size, because he's king, So he got a king size.
Represents his power.
California king.
Yes. 1529, Sultan Solomon the Magnificent and his Ottoman troops arrived in Vienna, beginning of the siege. The siege of Vienna in Austria. Huh.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. Like the Ottoman Empire was, just right over there.
Before the British. If I remember correctly, the Ottoman Empire was like one of the greatest empires before the British Empire came out, right?
Yeah, like it was a really powerful empire. Like they were they were in the Mediterranean and went down into the Africa, like in the northern Africa area.
Like it rains down in Africa.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I thought you said it wasn't.
No, I'm saying it was. It went down into the northern Africa areas.
Yeah.
It was. It was
even reaches far into
Persia,
China too. There.
Yeah. What, Alice?
Didn't it reach as far into the what is now China?
Maybe. let me check. Ottoman Empire.
Like,
let
I'm
me
pretty
see.
sure it went into, like, the Asian continent pretty far, too, the Ottoman Empire.
No, actually, it didn't really
Oh.
go that much into it. Like, as I said, I'm looking at it right here.
Oh, okay.
In
No, I
Northern
see what you're
Africa,
looking
it
at.
went into what is now Saudi Arabia. There's, Baghdad, Iraq. There's Constantinople,
okay.
which was, I think the Ottoman Empire actually formed out of the Eastern Roman Empire. Because remember,
Oh, okay.
Right.
I could have sworn
Well,
they
it's the
they
same
took
land there.
more land.
Yeah, true.
Well, no, their capital was the same one. Constantinople, which is now Istanbul,
Yeah.
was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, and then the Western one was over here, and then that died, and then Eastern Rome became the Roman Empire, even though Rome is not even in this.
Yeah.
But I think that's I may be wrong, but it makes sense because Rome split into East and West, and then the Western fell, and I think Eastern Rome became the Ottoman Empire.
Okay.
Okay, all right. The more you know. I could have sworn
Yeah.
they kind of taken more land, but I might be mixing up my empires.
Yeah, well, like the Ottomans is obviously a lot more recently, having stopped being the Ottoman Empire at the end of the First World War when they got completely cut up to nothing, and then now they're just Turkey. So, but they still have Constantinople, which is now Istanbul in Turkey. So, anyway, Alice.
Oh. Well, you have a wonderful time out in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
All right. So, what year are we going to?
I'm thinking about 1657. That looks interesting.
Ooh. The first autopsy and coroner's jury verdict is recorded in Maryland.
Yep.
Maryland.
First
I just wanna
autopsy
call it
and coroner's
Maryland.
jury verdict. Yeah. So the first time.
They used
An autopsy was used in a court trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
forensic
pretty wicked.
CSI.
Yeah. Finally came into
Yeah.
his own.
Dude, that was in
Again?
1657, huh?
16. Holy
Jeez.
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Over 100
holy
years
bucket.
before the revolution.
Yeah, holy shit, snaps.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, they've been
That's actually,
dabbling,
that is really good note.
autopsies and stuff have been around for a long time. I mean, hell, look at ancient Egypt. Like, they took all their organs out and everything, for mummification. So, humans have been cutting up each other since before time. So,
It's the way you say that, it sounds so bad. Humans have been cutting up one another since the beginning of time.
We have a good time, right?
Yeah, that doesn't sound at all dark and morbid at all.
Bacon.
Humanity, the
Some
sin of the
fava
world.
beans. Liver with some fava beans, right?
Wait, hang on. Hang on. Maybe if I put my camera on, I can do it better.
Oh my
Hang
God.
on. Give me a second.
As the hair goes into her mouth.
I know. I sucked it in.
Now she has a mustache.
Yeah.
1683. Isn't she pretty?
What we have in 1683? We have King Louis the. Was that the 16th?
14th.
Or 14th? I'm sorry. Yeah, the 14th. Expels all Jews from French possessions in America. Oh,
Wow.
what a dickhead.
I know.
What a douche canoe.
Yeah. Actually, he would be a Canoe de la Douche because he's a Chicois.
Oh, no, he's
So-
a Jacquois.
So you gotta
Yeah, he's a
you
Chicois.
gotta Chicois it up, Canoe de la Douche.
Canoe de la douche. Dude, that's gonna be my new name now. Canoe de la douche.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Anyway, you have another one here.
Oh yeah, we have a treaty of interest here. Or actually, no. Actually, in 1688 here, we've got France declares war on Germany.
Dang.
But you can do the treaty of
So that
interest.
has to be the Franco-Prussian War. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
used?
Well, then you get the treaty of interest here.
Alright. That was 1688. So that has to be the Franco-Prussian War.
Okay.
Instead
Actually, I
of
can
Germany
look it up.
declaring war on the French declared war on Germany first.
Franco-Prussian War was 1870 through 71. So this is like just 2 years before it. So I guess they declared war and then
Yeah.
waited a couple years to do
Oh,
something.
yeah. So they waited.
And anyway, we have 1706, the Treaty of Altrandstadt, Charles the 12th of Sweden, and August 2nd of Saxon.
Saxon.
So Sweden and Saxon. So that has to be like, you know, back in the Anglo. Well, no, that was. Well, I guess it has to be like, yeah, Saxon is. Where is Saxon? Maybe it's
It's England.
Germany.
It's the Saxons. They're part of like the English
I was thinking about that
Empire
too.
part, technically. The Anglo-Saxons.
The Treaty of Amsterdam, blah blah, was concluded between, you know, as I said, Charles the XII of Sweden and Augustus the Strong of Saxony and Poland, Lithuania, on the October 13, 1706, during the Great Northern War. Augustus had to renounce his claims to the Polish throne and his alliance with Russia. So,
Oh, damn.
This was Germany and stuff, because Saxon, I believe, is a German province, Saxony, or something.
Well, there's also the Saxons were also like I said, they were part of the English rule, like the Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah.
Like, remember, like the Saxons went to war with the Vikings a few times.
But did they invade England is the question.
Well, then again, like, who didn't go to war against the
Yeah.
Vikings back then?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Moving on up into 1789, we have President George Washington nominated John Jay for first Chief Justice.
John Jay.
Jingleheimer Smith. Hey, that's my name too.
There we go. John Jay. Jingleheimer Smith.
Hey, that's my name too. You know. In 1841, British adventurer James Brooke obtained lands around the Sarawak River from the Sultan of Brunei. Huh. First white Raj of Sarawak. That's interesting. Raja. First white Raj. So there was a white guy who was a Raja. Huh.
I don't even know what that means.
A Raja is like the British Raj, you know, was India. So like a Raj is like, you know, like the leader or something.
Yeah.
So like a Raja, I think, would be like a governor, maybe. So what is a Raja? Like, I can look this up.
That makes sense.
What is a Raja? An Indian king or prince, a title extended to petty dignitaries and nobles in India during the British Raj.
Okay.
A title extended by the British to a Malay or Javanese ruler or chief. You know, so yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yep, there we go. Raja or Rajaha, like with the H at the end or whatever. That's what he was. So the first white Raj.
Mm.
So 1841. Yeah. So yeah, that's I guess that's when Britain started colonizing India. When did Britain colonize India?
It's got to be earlier than that.
Let's see here. 1858.
Oh, it is that late. Huh?
British Raj period of direct rule over the Indian subcontinent from 1858 until the independence of India and Pakistan in 1947. So
Okay,
wow.
So that is that late. Okay.
So wow. So we are older than India. At least by like modern, like not population or anything, but that's kind of crazy.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, 1853, the first round-the-world trip by yacht. Cornelius Vanderbilt. Oh, I know about him.
The
Vanderbilts. Yep. Let's see, copy that. I forgot to update the information on the live stream. So, whoops. Anyway, moving on up into 1919. In the year.
What?
1919.
1919, of course.
Boston Red Sox slugger Babe Ruth set MLB season home run record at 28 off Yankee Bob Shockey in a 2-1 loss at the Polo Grounds in New York City.
Yeah. He ended up with the Yankees.
Yeah. 1922, St. Louis Cardinals future Baseball Hall of Fame infielder Rogers Hornsby set National League home run mark at 42.
Yeah.
Oh.
Another great one.
Yeah. We have a music premiere in 1928. George M. Cohan and Ring Lardner's musical play Elmer the Great premiered in New York City. Huh.
Was he the producer then, or?
George M. Cohan. He's a composer, actor, and singer.
Composer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was the composer
Yeah.
or something maybe. Elmer the Great. I wonder if that really makes people stick to their seats. For those who don't understand, it's a glue chuck. So, Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it makes me wonder, like, who was the first person to be like, hey, if I ground this horse down into paste, I can use it to stick things to other things. It's like, are you okay at home, Frank? Like, what's going on, man? Like, Jesus. 1929, Lieutenant James Doolittle guided a consolidated NY-2 biplane over Mitchell Field in New York in the first all-instrument flight. Oh, wow. So, like, you know, everything is... Yeah. Well, 1929, yeah. But yeah, no, this guy... So it sounds like autopilot and all that stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say not autopilot then, but just did the total flight reading instruments.
Okay, that makes sense. A lot better than, like, you know, using a sextant or whatever, you know, like things are reading it automatically.
Well, to get your pilot's license, you have to land and everything with instruments only.
Oh.
You're blinded.
Oh,
and
wow.
You only can see your instruments.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, this guy, he went on to lead that raid on Japan after, you know, Pearl Harbor, remember? The Doolittle raids. You saw Pearl Harbor. Yeah, they went back and they bombed them, and then they landed in China. Yeah. For a guy named Doolittle, he did a lot. He way did not live up to his name at all. So, anyway, 1930, Noel Coward's play Private Lives premiered in London. Man, dude, I would hate to have that last name. It's like,
Coward?
You coward? Well, yes I am, but I'm not yellow, you know, I don't know. Man, that's a sucky last name, though. Seriously.
There's worse.
Yeah, 1932, New York Governor Franklin D. Roosevelt visited Los Angeles. Yeah, well, I mean, he did help us in the war and stuff, but then again, he probably allowed us to get into the war. You know, like they knew what was going on with Japan and stuff. They didn't know how they were going to hit us, but they knew something was going to happen. They didn't let it happen.
Yeah.
Like, hell, they lined up the battleships to be like, hey, here's the targets. Here, come and look at this. You know? So, anyway, 1938, U.S. National Championship Women's Tennis, Forest Hills, New York. U.S. Alice Marble won her second U.S. singles crown, defeating Nancy Wine Bolton of Australia 6-0, 6-3.
I think they were, in that time, I think they were playing on grass like they were in Wimbledon.
Probably.
They were doing that here.
Probably. I have no clue.
Yeah. U.S. Open. That was the U.S. Open, right?
U.S. Open? Yes. Did the U.S. Open play on grass in, that was what, 1938, right? Let's see here. Took place on outdoor grass courts, you're right. Well, look at you.
The tennis buff.
Yeah. We finally got a football guy in.
Yeah? Good.
Doom.
Oh.
Actually, his name is now the Bed Rhombusser because we had him rhombus his bed the other night. But yeah. 1950, Operation Magic Carpet concluded after having transported 45,000 Yemenite Jews to Israel.
Jeez.
That sounds like a mass deportation with a good paint job on it. I mean, 45,000 all to one location.
Well, they're going to Israel. That's it.
Yeah.
What year was that again?
1950.
Israel was formed in 1948, right?
Modern Israel, yes.
Yeah.
Out of Palestine. They took a chunk out of Palestine,
Right.
a pre-existing nation, and then they kept eating it until now today it's not even on the map anymore. It's so small. 2 years later, 1952, U.S. fast food restaurant chain KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, opened its first franchise in Salt Lake City, Utah.
That's odd.
Yeah. And what's funny is it was founded or something in Georgia.
What do you mean by founded?
They conglomerated and everything, and then they decided to open it up in Utah for whatever reason.
Well, he was pitching his chicken. He had his own restaurant, things like that.
Yeah, well, he wanted to grill the chicken, not fry it. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, the whole fried chicken thing. He got outvoted by the other, like when he was a company, like whatever it was. If it was a publicly traded company at the time, or if there was a board of directors, which I don't know why there would be for such a small company, but at some point, as the rumors go, he wanted to do grilled chicken and he was outvoted, and I think he actually got fired from his own company. The colonel.
He sold it or something, and
Yeah.
he still used his image
Yeah.
and as a spokesman. He was a spokesman in City Jeff, and he had nothing to do with it.
And I gotta say,
I don't think you're right. I think he tried to use deep frying as a quick cooking process.
Yeah.
No.
When did KFC start selling grilled chicken? Okay, 2009, but that's not gonna tell me. So that's like a long time ago. I heard that, So it might be just some BS. I can say though, I really don't enjoy their advertising campaign, utilizing his image. He's dancing around, acting a fool. It's like, dude, that's someone who actually was alive, and you're damning his image, with your stupid ad, so dumb.
Some comedians, you go to KFC and you order chicken and they give you salt.
Yeah.
Who needs salt on KFC?
I think that was John Panetta.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It is John Panetta.
Like going on about the lines, like they got chicken. You know what else they got? They got chicken. You choose chicken or chicken. Get out of the line! Get out of the line!
Funny guy, God bless his soul.
Yeah, really miss him. 1953, Rocky Marciano technically knocks out hometown favorite Roland Lastarza in 11 rounds at New York City's Polo Grounds to retain his world heavyweight boxing title.
Rocky Marciano, yeah.
I talked about him yesterday, the day before. Like, he's in it a lot, yeah. 1955, the Judy Garland special kicks off the anthology performance series Ford Star Jubilee on CBS TV. I have no idea what either of those were, but okay.
Well, it's kind of 55 TV is pretty new, and kick something off.
Yeah. 55 as well, U.S. President Eisenhower suffered a heart attack on vacation in Denver.
We had all kinds of heart problems.
Dang. Well, I mean, like...
I remember him having heart problems. I don't know if it was this particular heart attack. I don't know how many he had, but if it was one, I remember this one.
Dang. That sucks. I mean, what he's been through in his life,
Yeah.
2 years later, 1957, Jailhouse Rock, single released by Elvis Presley, later to receive the Billboard Song of the Year of that same year, 1957. Elvis Presley.
Changed rock and roll. Until it changed again.
Yeah. Until he got fat and died on the toilet seat.
Well, these guys changed rock and roll again after the King.
Oh, here we go. In 1964, Ringo Starr formed a Brightly Building Company Limited. Huh. Building company. Must have been... What was that?
That's weird.
Is that a construction company? Let's see here.
64 was just when they were taking off.
Brightly. Specialists in phenolic lockers and compact tabletops for the leisure industry with proven brand quality in over 10 years. No, this is something else. Ringo Starr. Let's see here. By Sunny Heights. It's a building company. First house in Surrey. I don't know. This is going to require some digging. So
what makes it curious is 64. They were just coming into the States and hit like crazy. So they were already making some good money before that. If he's investing in a building company.
Well, no,
that's
he
what's
formed
curious
it.
to me. Formed it. Yeah. Well, he's going to be the investor, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can invest in a pre-established company. This is when he's actually building it.
Yeah, no, but he's going to be the financial builder of it. Is what I'm getting at. So they had to make some pretty good coin in '64 by then.
Yeah, interesting. I invite the audience to do some more sleuthing to figure out anything else about that. That's really interesting. Anyway, moving on up into 1968, 60 Minutes premiered on CBS TV.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. 1968 as well, New York Met manager Gil Hodges suffered a heart attack, another heart attack.
Gil Hodges came with the Dodgers to LA.
1969, the first Elvis convention. 2,500 fans attended in Cincinnati. I didn't know they had a convention.
I had no clue.
Yeah, I didn't even see it, but I saw the shadow of your reaction. You're like, whoa, what? Elvis convention?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And we have some sports history. In 1972, New York Jet Joe Namath passed for 6 touchdowns versus Baltimore Colts, 44-34.
Wait a minute. Was that the Jets? Was that when the? Well, I don't think it was called the Super Bowl then, but is that when he guaranteed the win against the Colts? I think.
I guess.
Colts were the dominant team in football. Baltimore Colts.
When did the Super Bowl start? January 15th, 1967. And this is 72, so Super Bowl's been on for 5 years. Yeah. And we have some more baseball here. 1974, Al Kaline, Detroit Tiger, was 12th to get 3,000 hits. Cool.
Al Kaline.
Dude, I don't know why. Every time I see that, I have to read it in an Indian. Oh, got that!
I thought you were going to do it in a musical.
Oh, Calcutta!
Oh, God, what did I do?
I don't know.
What did I
1976, Oh, Calcutta revival opened at Edison Theater, New York City. I can't help myself.
Read it again, please, one more time.
Oh, Calcutta! Dad, you're going to get me canceled for racism. Come on. Runs for 5,959 performances, Broadway's longest-running musical review.
I got to give you subtitles.
He does have subtitles. I went to the English dictionary in Cairo. 1976, newspaper heiress Patricia Hearst was sentenced to 7 years for her part in a 1974 bank robbery, released after 22 months by U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Dude, you're an heiress. Why are you robbing banks? You stupid, dumb. Like,
you don't know the whole story then?
What happened?
She got kidnapped.
Oh.
And she's locked in a closet, and they, indoctrinated her, and finally indoctrinated her. So yeah.
Well, but then, okay, so I guess only after 22 months they finally figured out that she was innocent?
No, she wasn't innocent. She was there, but she was kidnapped out of her dorm in college or something by whoever it was. What do you call it? They hunted for years. Anyways, and she was locked in the closet and fed. Only no contact, finally one by one, and she connected with someone in there.
The Symbionese Liberation. Yeah.
And no, it was a big deal. And finally, they flipped her.
Dang. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So, well, I redact my statement then. That sucks.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah. It shows what you can do, the power of indoctrination.
And of course, I wouldn't know anything about this. This was 11 years before I was born.
Well, you say you should know. You're the history buff. All this stuff was before you were born.
Yeah, true.
But the Symbionese elimination, that was just huge. I mean, just huge. They're out of San Francisco.
Of course, San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yep. 1978, Ron Guidry defeated Cleveland 4-0, raising his record to 23-3, ERA 1.74, whatever that means.
Did I hear San Francisco? So I could be like the San Francisco treat.
Yeah, no, we were talking about the kidnapping of Patricia Hearst and such.
Oh.
Apparently they had kidnapped her and brainwashed her to go rob a bank, and then she got caught and was sentenced 7 years. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Yes, they do. So Miss Alice.
Okay, yes. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, we got Pete Rose in 1979 reaches 200 hits in a season for the 10th time.
So that's 2,000 hits total?
For the 10th
time.
Yeah.
200 hits, it says.
10th time that he hit 200 or more.
Yeah.
He could have had 4 more that he hit 900.
Yeah, 200 hits a season.
Okay, I get it.
150 of you.
Okay. But what was it you were going to say?
I get
I'm
it.
surprised neither of you really sounds like you've heard of the Symbionese. Can't say it.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the manhunt for that was so huge. And finally they had a big show up and burned a house down in East LA.
Oh, wow.
Area, yeah.
Oh.
Burning down the house.
I had
By
no
the way,
idea.
Dad, hi.
Maybe,
It's huge.
Yeah. Well, we gotta start scouring the history even more. Maybe get back into the practice of writing the script the night before.
Oh man,
you know,
yeah.
it is.
Like we used to thousands of years ago.
And that's probably why we don't even know about that, because we probably skipped over it or something. But what else?
Thousands of years ago, before Sigourney Weaver, when we used to write the script out.
Yeah. As you take a cigarette
when I say
hit
thousands of years ago, I just mean before in the beginning of the year.
You have a third one here.
I do. Oh, shit snacks. We got Paul McCartney in 1984. Releases a single, "No More Lonely Nights."
Hey, hey.
I have those every night when Tin Shitsby has to go to work and I have no one to snuggle.
Aw. Well, don't.
I know.
What about that
Aw.
big? What about Tiger? What about that big bear that you have?
Oh, my big bear. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I keep snuggling him and I use him as like a pillow between my legs for my spine. And when I wake up every morning, he's at the end of the bed on the ground looking sad and
Aw.
not funny and philosophical. Sad and lonely.
He did his job and then was kicked out, huh?
Poor bear.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially.
Damn.
Well, I fell asleep. I was in dreamland.
Just like
did-
Kirby.
The teddy bear did its job to help my back.
Yeah.
There you go.
1985 Montreal Expo. Andre Dawson was the ninth to get 6 RBIs, which is running batting ins or something, in an inning, fifth, and joins Willie McCovey to hit 2 home runs in an in twice.
Ooh.
I'm surprised you didn't laugh at me going like or something like that. Whatever.
I was trying not to. That's why I went. Oh. There we go. Is that better?
Carl Lewis.
By the way,
1988,
Dad, I love you.
Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson broke his own 100-meter world record with a time of 9 seconds or 9.79 seconds at the Seoul Olympics. He was later disqualified 3 days later for use of drug strenozolol. Carl Lewis was awarded gold in world record of 9.92 seconds.
That Ben Johnson was so
Xanatopazolol.
fast.
Xanatopazolol.
What is this? Is this a steroid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have a lot of Olympics here and stuff. Yada yada.
Yeah, well, it was around the time of the Summer Olympics, maybe.
Well, here's something for
No,
you.
I thought that was in July, usually, that the Summer Olympics happen.
No, like I don't know. Well, no, like the Munich Olympics were in September. Remember? Earlier, it was September 4th.
yeah,
the
that's
massacre.
right.
Or September 6th.
Yeah,
or
so
something.
they must have just moved this, like, in the last, 30 years, they must have moved it to, July or whatever, August.
Yeah. Something. Anyway, you have a 1990 here. That's interesting.
Oh boy, 1990. We got East Journey Lee's Warsaw Pack.
Dang.
And what was the Warsaw
is.
Pack, my friend?
That's it. That's all they say about it.
Yep.
No highlight, no nothing.
The Warsaw
That kind
Pact.
of sounds kind of big, dude.
The Warsaw Pact, or the Treaty of Warsaw, formerly the Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation, and Mutual Assistance, was a collective defense treaty signed in Warsaw, Poland, between the Soviet Union and 7 other Eastern Bloc socialist republics of Central and Eastern Europe in May 1955 during the Cold War. So that was essentially the Iron Wall, or what was it called?
So this is right before the Berlin Wall and all that shit?
Iron Curtain, the Iron Curtain.
But with
Oh, the
that
Iron
really,
Curtain.
you know,
Oh, okay,
all
that
sounds
should have been
nice, but
highlighted,
they
dude.
Became under the guidance, I guess you'd say, of Russia.
Yeah.
They really became controlled by Russia.
It was basically their response to NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, as well as the United Nations in a small part. But instead of NATO or the UN, doing what they do, they just completely took over. You know.
It was their answer to NATO. Warsaw Pact
Yeah.
was the answer to NATO.
Yeah, NATO.
But they were under the Russian umbrella. Guess what?
Yeah.
We can come under Russia.
Yeah.
So yeah, for them leaving, that was
Yeah, and that was that was 4 years before the fall of the Soviet Union. I think it fell in.
No, the Berlin Wall went down in '89, I believe.
Yeah, but the actual collapse of the entire Soviet Union.
Okay,
collapse.
Yeah.
Well, 1991 actually. So December 26, 1991. Are you gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
Damn, you sound like me every morning.
So, well, actually, me every morning is I wake up and dry heave every morning. I don't know why I do, but I do.
That's not good.
I've been doing it for like 20 some odd years.
That's.
Hey, I'm the old guy in the room, and you guys sound like crap.
Shut up, Dad. No one asked you.
Damn.
Hey, I'm your elder. I can
I'm
say
just
what
kidding.
I want.
I'm your elder. Respect me. Fine. Technically, that means then your son has to respect me because I'm older than him.
There you go. So listen to her.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That could be trouble.
Yeah, boy.
I was gonna say I'm the youngest one in the room right now. Scott, come here.
Yeah, where are you, Scott?
Wait,
Great Scott.
1990 as well. You have another one here.
Another 1990 here, buddy. All right, so we've got 1990. We have Iraq invades the French and Dutch missions in Kuwait. The French president, Francois Mitterrand, calls the action a violation of international law. U.S. warship boards an Iraqi flag tanker bound for the port of Basra. Jesus.
That's pretty crazy.
That's kind of epic. I'm not gonna lie.
Huh.
You know, so epic. I'll tell you after the show it's epic. But,
all right. Well, you have another 90 here. This looks like it plays into this because it talks about Saddam Hussein.
Well, Kuwait, yeah, you know. Okay, so in 1990 today in history, we have Saddam Hussein. He states his willingness to strike first and his intention to damage oil fields in the region of Iraq. Was that said? Absolutely. And he does strike it. So he does strike it because I remember, like, during the first Gulf, the first Gulf War, really, the oil fields were burning.
Yeah, well, that was.
They were talking about what do you call it? Their neighbor, right?
Kuwait. Well, this is his intention to damage oil fields in the region if Iraq does strike. So he's saying he will strike.
Yeah, and he did.
And
he went in
yeah.
and conquered Kuwait.
Yeah, and it ended up actually happening because, like, the oil fields did end up getting burning. A lot of them did.
Yeah.
At the time, they were predicting that it could take 10 years to put out those fires.
How long did it take?
However, there's a place here in
US
Pennsylvania that's still burning underground in the coal mines. So
Oh yeah, you're
coal
talking about
mines are still burning.
Centralia.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
But that-
Centralia, yeah,
Yeah.
up in Centralia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
they're
be
still
burning
burning.
for like another 500 years or something.
Another 1,000, they say.
Yeah.
Actually, my boyfriend's son, he's gone up there, and they have, like, was it Graffiti Highway up there, where people have just graffiti the highway, but you can't get up there now. And I think there's only 2 or 3 families left that have not left Australia.
Dang, there's still people
So-
living up there.
Yep, there's still people that refuse to leave.
That's insane.
It is.
Yeah, dude, I'd fucking live up there if I could.
Off the grid.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's where I'm gonna go when the shit hits the fan. I'm going to Centralia.
Yeah.
If I want to get warm, I just go find a fisher and be like,
Yep.
put a hot dog weenie over it.
Yeah.
Be like,
I'd like to roast marshmallows. Let's go.
Yeah.
let's go.
Anyway.
Come on, Dad, let's go, buddy.
There we go.
1990, South African President F.W. de Klerk met U.S. President George H.W. Bush in Washington, D.C. That has to be during apartheid, I believe. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Then 1990.
Mandela was still in jail then.
I think he was released in 91. When was Mandela released?
Mandela
1990.
died. We all
11th
know
of
this.
February 1990. So it happened.
He had just been released.
So yeah. So just 7 months, something like
Yeah.
that prior.
Yeah.
Does your dad remember Mandela dying?
He does. He's not fully aware of the Mandela effect.
No, we talked about it though.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did talk about this before. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
So, in 1991, Deion Sanders left Braves July 31st to report to NFL Falcons and returned. Huh.
Oh, Deion Sanders. I remember that name.
Yeah.
He was a good footballer.
Well, speaking of remembering names, Alice, you have one here in 91.
The rock band, well, the grunge rock band known as Nirvana releases their second studio album, Nevermind,
Never
today.
mind.
Oh, dude, I bet you my brother is probably having a celebration today.
Why, he likes
Yeah,
that
he's
album?
a diehard Nirvana fan, and then when the Foo Fighters came out, yeah, he went girl.
Huh.
Yeah, he growled it.
David Grohl.
Do you also know? Okay, what was his freaking name? Craig Kilborn. He was the original host of the Daily Show on Comedy Central. Because this is, trust me, it has a Nirvana reference to it about it. So, Dave Grohl went on the show when Craig Kilborn was hosting it, and he goes, "So what does Teen Spirit smell like?" Craig Kilborn says to Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl, I guess, apparently he lifts his shirt up and shows his armpit, and he's like, "Ooh, Kurt." Then he goes, "Ooh, Kurt Cobain." The look on Dave Grohl's face after that, he went from a happy mode to a not very happy.
Oh no!
Dave Grohl was like, he goes, "That's not cool, dude," or some shit.
Wow.
My brother told me. Yeah, apparently, Kurt Kilborn, the original host of Daily Show, pissed Dave Grohl off by making a Kurt Cobain. I mean, I guess it was only a few years after he died. You know, you gotta wait 10 years before a joke's funny about something like that. Anywho.
Kurt Cobain died on April 5th, 1994.
Yeah, I know. I know what day he died.
Dang.
We all do. They didn't actually find his body until like a week later.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on up into 92 here, Alice.
Well, a few days later, I should say. Alright, so 1992, we have Toronto's Dave Winfield. At 40 is the oldest player to reach 100 RBI.
Ah.
What's RBI again, Xander?
Running, batting, zins.
Running?
There you go.
Run. No running.
Yeah, he's getting it. We also have, in 1993, we have Norodom Sihanouk, again installed as King of Cambodia.
Huh. He doesn't look like to please.
Shit, I also missed something right there above it. The first Israeli killed by Islamics after PLO signs a peace accord.
Dang, the Palestinian Liberation Organization?
Yeah, so I guess the first Jew had been killed after that
killed
was
by
signed.
them since the signing of that, so yep.
Yeah.
You just can't stop it. So
you know, more people die in the name of God than anything else.
Yep,
it's true.
That is true. So, and you have another historic event here, 94.
I've done like 5 now, but okay.
Okay,
We
well,
got
then
in
I'll
1994. Fine, you take it.
1994, National League for Democracy was formed by Aung San Suu Kyi and various others to help fight against dictatorship in Myanmar.
In Myanmar, woo!
Yep. Then
Hey, guess what? Oh, go ahead.
1995, Emilio and Gloria Estefan's boat hit and killed a jet skier. Shit.
Oh, jeez.
What?
So Emilio's a murderer.
Well, Gloria Estefan's Emilio and her, so they killed somebody on their boat.
Yeah. They killed a jet skier. That's not too nice.
Not good.
No.
You think that's why you don't hear, "Come on, chicken fry, you gotta do the vote, feet."
I guess.
I don't know.
And then
Yeah,
in
it's kind of
1995,
stuff like-
Good rendition, though.
yeah. In 1995, TV adaptation of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, starring Jennifer Ahle and Colin Firth, debuted on BBC One.
Oh, I remember that show. Colin Firth. He's not a bad actor.
1996, U.S. President Bill Clinton signed the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty at the United Nations. Pretty sure none of us actually follow that, though. So.
Everybody does seem to cheat.
Yep. Alice, 97.
Oh, good lord. And we have in 1997 today, we have the 31st Country Music Award Association thingy-majigger. I said backwards, but, you know. Apparently Garth Brooks, Trisha Yearwood, and George Strait, they won some awards.
Alright, yeah, they won the Country Music Association Award.
I love this bar.
Yep.
What else do we have here? 1997, we have a drug kingpin. Ramon Arellano Felix was placed on FBI's 10 most wanted list. Indeed. Let's see here. Oh,
Ooh, hey,
great
one of
television.
Dad's shows.
Oh, fucking A. I hate this show. I never got into it. I don't watch TV really, so, like, but the
Amy,
show is really not
Amy,
that funny. If you watch
Amy.
it without the laugh tracks on there, it's really not that funny.
Yeah, it's not that
So-
funny with the laugh tracks.
Yeah.
It's still not funny with the laugh tracks. Sorry, not sorry.
Hmm.
For those who like this show. In 2007, apparently The Big Bang Theory, created by Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady, also starring John Galecki, or Gallico? Is it Galecki? Yeah, Galecki.
Galecki.
Jim Parsons and Kaylee Kuko, premiered on CBS today.
Yeah, it was just them three at first, and then like some more people came on during like,
they're
later
the
and
major
stuff.
stars.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Yeah, this guy Leonard, right? That's Leonard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a beard.
Yeah.
Leonard actually looking masculine for once.
Well, you look at that show and you go,
Got nothing
the
there?
way
Or no,
you
that's a
can look
different. Or
at
is
comedy
it?
sitcoms like that and see what society's doing, and they're really making the guys, even though they're intelligent because they're all professors and all
Yeah.
that stuff, but they're comedic. They're idiots.
They're making them dweeby.
so they're,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you translate that into social norms today, and you're looking at men being looked at as kind of.
Hey, your guys are sounding robotic to me. Ha! The tables have turned.
Yeah.
do I sound roboty?
Yeah, you both did. Well, you're
Oh.
both coming from the same microphone. Hang on. It just might be, like I said, we might just have, like, must be a solar flare or something.
Weird. Anyway, I'm going to take us up into 2007. Iranian President Mohammad Ahmadinejad gave a controversial speech on the campus of Columbia University.
I remember that.
Oh, damn.
The speeches about it. There's a big uproar about it.
I remember the name. That's the only way I can pronounce it.
Remember that speech? I just don't remember what it was. Doesn't matter.
Then 2010, The Social Network, directed by David Fletcher and starring Jesse Eisenberg, Andrew Garfield, and Justin Timberlake, premiered at the New York Film Festival. Justin Timberlake, what the hell?
Yeah, he played the guy that did, what was that? What was that frickin', music platform that, got sued the shit out of back in the day?
No idea.
It was a music platform where people were, and I know the name of it, and I'm having a brain fart. But Justin Timberlake played Napster, yeah.
Oh.
So Justin Timberlake plays the guy who started Napster, and he became good friends with
That's kind of funny.
yeah, he became good friends with Mark Zuckerberg. Actually,
Oh, man.
he had a hand in jump-starting Facebook with them, like after they stole it from those two rowboater guys, those two row guys that were trying to start it, and they ended up getting a settlement or something eventually, but.
Yeah, no, there's a whole lot of like stuff about the whole history of Facebook that I believe like everything the public knows really is a lie, because like there's this whole thing that the government had this whole this program called LifeLog or something, and like they wanted to record everything, like like where you go, what you do, what you buy,
Basically,
like,
social credit like China
essentially-
has right now.
No, essentially everything that Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and like all these companies they track your everything.
Yeah.
That's what LifeLog wanted to do, and then obviously because it was public, it's like, oh hey, we want to do this. There was an uproar, everybody didn't like it, so they closed it down. The same day, literally the same day that it was closed down, Facebook started. What a coincidence!
Yeah.
No, and a lot of people from the LifeLog thing and everything were put into positions of authority in Facebook. A lot of like COOs, CFOs,
They had a big head start on operating that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so
they
the
were very
government,
valuable.
the government had a hand in Facebook since the very beginning. So I think the whole thing about college, that's all just a giant BS, just to distract people from the truth. I don't think any of that is real. I don't think it was developed by any of the college thing. They just used Mark Zuckerberg, who's related to a Rothschild, as some kind of.
Related to a Rothschild?
Yeah, he's like some kind of cousin or something to the Rothschilds. So, yeah. Like Mark Zuckerberg is actually his stage name. His real name is something else.
Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah, no.
Without sounding, doing the religious thing, but how does a Jewish guy become a cousin to a Rothschild?
And that's exactly how they're trying to drive you off.
Well, they're not trying to drive me anywhere. Haven't given
Exactly
me a
how
thought.
they
No,
get you,
but
buddy.
see, you're automatically presuming that he's a Jewish, you know, because of the name, but he's not. It's all a distraction. It's all a lie. So, anyway, moving on up into 2012, books by Japanese authors or about Japan were suspended by Chinese bookstores.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, from China. Oh,
Chinese.
bookstores.
Yeah, China, once again,
Yeah.
doing their thing.
Yeah.
China.
In 2013, 515 people were killed by a magnitude 7.7 earthquake in Balochistan, Pakistan. Dang.
That's a big
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 7.7. Oof. Yeah, that's when liquefaction starts becoming a thing.
Well, depending on the properties of the
Well, yeah,
soil.
shake it hard enough though, it doesn't matter.
You get inundated bedrock, you can't turn that to liquefaction. I don't
Shake it
think.
hard enough, you know,
Can you
causes
get-
friction,
Yeah, I
melts it.
understand that.
So
But can you get a earthquake that big to get that kind of heat and friction?
maybe, I don't know. I'm no seismologist,
Yeah.
so
Who
I don't know.
knows?
But like the liquefaction that happened up in San Francisco on that quake, that was built on fill. And it
Well,
was
yeah.
just, so that didn't take a huge one to cause that.
no. But we still got one. What was
Yeah.
it, like a 7 or something?
I don't remember what it was.
Anyway, 2014, the U.S. sitcom Blackish, which is just god awful, by the way, premiered, created by Kenya Barris, starring Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross. Yeah, no, it's.
I've never seen it, so I can't make a judgment.
I've
on
seen
it, so.
one clip from it, and it's so hateful, like towards everything, you know.
You mean it's so?
us.
You mean divisive?
It's very divisive. Like the clip I saw, it was like basically this black guy was in an elevator. Actually, no, this black guy was waiting for an elevator, and then it opened. It was like this little white girl, all alone, and he just like left her. He was like, and then somebody was reviewing the clip. It's like, oh, why did you just leave her? It's like, hell no, I'm not gonna like go anywhere near like an alone white girl, blah blah blah. As a black man in America, yada yada yada, racism, racism, racism. You know, and it's just, oh my god, such a disgusting show, absolutely appalling. So, but yeah. Anyway, 2015, Pope Francis became the first pope to address the U.S. Congress, named Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., Thomas Merton, and Dorothy Day as American heroes. Hell yes, they are. Yep. Unfortunately, I don't know the other two. But
Yeah, Pope.
Catholic writer and Trappist monk Thomas Merton, and this other person, journalist, socialist, and Catholic convert Dorothy Day. So she's a socialist. So I think Francis, though,
She's a convert to Catholicism?
she's a socialist and a Catholic convert. So she converted to Catholicism, but she's also a socialist. And this guy is a Catholic writer and a Trappist monk. So Francis here, the Pope since Benedict, and then that he only was there, for a little while before John Paul. But it sounds like these last two people were only put in there because of their religious standings, and that's kind of disgusting. So, because I've never heard about these people, and especially
From Isaac, so yeah.
2015, a socialist,
Yeah.
with how everything's going today, obviously, and Francis also is like, I don't know, I haven't heard some good things about him. So, anyway, Alice.
Yeah.
Actually,
we
let's
got? What
do
we
this.
got?
Let's
Oh,
do the split here.
jeez.
Let's do the split here, real quick. See. Welcome to part 2. Alice is zooming in on her eyeball. Why don't you put that eyeball to good use and read some 2017 here?
I thought we were going to skip
Just
tennis.
the one?
Well, we can skip tennis. Let's go to. Well, let's skip.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah,
We got
this
some
is-
sports history here. We got in 2017. We got LeBron James calls President Donald Trump "you bum" in a tweet in response to Trump's comments about Stephen Curry.
You know
Okay.
what? For however little Trump's words were valued to me on his Twitter, LeBron James, anything he touches has like negative value to me. He's a piece of crap. Shut up, LeBron. You don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I just don't like him as a basketball player. I mean, sure,
He's
he
an
might be
idiot.
a decent player, but he ruins his credibility with his attitude on and off the court.
He's an absolute idiot. But hey, speaking of that, 2017 as well. I think this is in conjunction with what you just read here.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Yep.
So the NFL players kneel, lock arms, or stay in their dressing room during the anthem in protest against comments made by President Trump
Yep.
today in history in 2017.
Yep. Colin Kaepernick.
Well, I'm
another
sorry.
idiot.
Like, what did
Well,
he
that's how you
exactly
sports.
say?
Yeah, darn, that makes me mad.
Well, all sports
Yeah,
are
what-
really is like it's actually supposed to be a distraction from politics. Like back in the old days, Roman, gladiatorial combat. Same exact premise. It distracts the populace. Give them bread, give them entertainment, and then you have them in your hands. That's all sports are. And then now they brought politics into where politics should never go because the whole reason for sports to exist is to distract people from what the hell's going on.
Well, it's not to distract you, it's just to give you some relief.
It's-
I enjoy watching sports.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of it. I don't have to worry about business or politics or anything. I just watch a sports game.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
happy
a time
about
where
it,
you
get
are
back into
supposed
my
to-
life.
Exactly. It's a way to get you out of it. It's a
But,
distraction.
It's a way to just to let your mind I'm so
Exactly,
tired
yeah.
of thinking this and that. Let's watch a game.
Yep.
Now,
Let's go to a hockey game,
now, you
guys.
don't
You
know
know,
me,
let's go
but I
shoot
am
a puck
avid
around.
a basketball guy.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with the NBA anymore. I haven't watched it for 2 years.
Oh, really? Wow.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm done with it because they brought all that crap in. I don't want to hear it. I
Yeah.
want to watch basketball.
Yeah.
I love basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all honesty, I don't know anything about basketball, and I don't really have an interest in it. My nieces played it, and they were really good at it, and good on them for being good at it. But I don't know anything about it really, to be honest. I know who players are and shit, and I know if you throw the ball in the hoop, you make a point, depending on where you're
That'll be
standing.
2
you make
points.
2 points.
You can make a basket, it's a 2 points.
But then
That's
what
Yeah,
do
you
get
make
for
a
one,
basket.
What makes 1 point? Is there nothing that
Free
makes
throw.
Oh, okay.
A free throw.
That makes sense.
And then you got the 3-point line
Yeah.
back in the big arc outside.
Yeah. The thing.
Which is relatively new compared to how long I played basketball.
Yeah. Well, you played back when they were still using a rock, right?
Oh, hold on now.
Like, and like a dead snake formed into a circle, fishnet.
We still have the basket up there, and you had to get the ball out every time you made a basket.
Oh man.
That's how come it's called a basket, because they literally had a basket up in the air.
Nobody thought to cut a hole in the bottom and let it.
They finally did, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a few years after I started playing.
Okay. I'm not sure if you're joking or not.
Cheese and rice.
I'm sorry. That's funny as hell.
All right, what do I have next here?
Go
All
ahead,
right, so
sorry.
we have in
Didn't laugh
we
at
have in
that.
2018. Pakyong Airport. The Pakyong Airport in India's 100th airport is opened in the Himalayan mountains at 1400 meters by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
1,400 meters.
Airport up in
Yeah,
the
1400
Himalayas?
meters, not 14,000.
Is this the one
Sorry.
I'm thinking
I did correct myself.
Pakyong Airport images. Let's see here. Wow, yeah. So it's up in the mountains. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's up in the Himalayas. Well, 1,400 meters. That's
Yeah, that's up there.
yeah.
I was thinking of like another airport that with because it was in one of those
Oh, I know.
James Bond movies, like the one that goes up.
Oh, okay.
What were you thinking about?
Dangerous. It was a program called something like Dangerous Most Dangerous Airport.
Yeah, the one on the slope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was the same one.
Wow.
Like they used that one because like if you watch the movie, like the beginning, like because in the 007 movies they always have like he's solving one thing.
Yeah.
He's at the end of it. So he's like in these jets and everything, and like they're taxiing down, and then they're launching back up. To gain to gain lift and everything. You don't want to launch going down.
No, you don't. Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, 2018 as well, we have Real Madrid midfielder and Croatian World Cup captain Luka Modric was named world's best male player at the FIFA Awards in London. Brazil and Orlando Pride forward Martha best female player. France's Didier Deschamps best men's coach.
Football.
Walfoot. 2019, Nancy Pelosi announced formal impeachment inquiry into U.S. President Donald Trump, arguing that he tried to enlist a foreign power for his own political gain.
Uh-huh.
Is that the Russiagate crap? Or?
No, that's the phone call.
Okay.
Afghanistan.
There's always something. So.
Yeah.
In 2019 as well, Spain's Supreme Court rules body of dictator Francisco Franco can be removed from state mausoleum, the Valley of the Fallen, to municipal cemetery. Good. So they basically took him out of like a place of honor and just put him in with the rest of the plebs.
Yeah.
So, which is good. You know, I would have just thrown the body into the ocean and let the fish have him. Like, Franco, piece
with
of
the
crap.
fishes, see?
Oh, my fish over there. Alice. Oh yeah, that's right. Alice at work.
What?
I don't think so.
Oh gosh. We have in 2019, we have the UK Supreme Court rules suspension of UK Parliament for 5 weeks by Boris Johnson's Conservative government was unlawful.
Yeah, no shit. The guy was trying to take over as a dictator.
Yeah, Boris Johnson was. Like, he
Raggedy ass
seemed like a
British
cool,
Trump guy.
like, notion at first, and then you just really realize, like, oh god, this guy's a piece of
Everything else turned to crap with the guy.
Because, you know, like, it's not his policies. He's just a dancing monkey on stage, like all the other politicians. They're all there to put on a show.
He did implement getting him out of Brexit, which is what the people wanted.
Yeah. You have another one here, Alice.
I do. We have in 2020, David Attenborough breaks Jennifer Aniston's record as the fastest person to reach 1 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
Who cares
Oh,
about...
he was an interesting guy.
Yeah, but who
David
cares about
Attenborough.
Instagram? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah, natural history filmmaker and TV personality. I've heard the name, David Attenborough.
Yeah,
So,
he was really good.
I heard the name too. I just don't give a care. I don't give a crap about who he is. I have an Instagram account, but I barely use it, and I don't even think I can remember how to get into it right now. I think it was on it like 6 months ago, maybe.
well, here we go.
And I
Here's
was
a third one for you. This is interesting.
all right. So we have in 2020 a report. China is continuing to expand its Uyghur detention centers with more than 380 suspected facilities housing 1 million people in Xinjiang.
The Uyghur Muslims, the genocide that they're doing.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, they're internment camps.
yep.
You know, I don't know much about them, the Uyghurs, but boy howdy, why isn't the world in an uproar over this? I mean, we can talk about reparations for slavery and everything, and it's going on today.
Oh, because it's allowed to happen in China, because China is almighty, apparently.
They can do whatever they want.
It is. And then they get on us, oh, you gotta recycle, let's ban plastic straws. Ban China, you know?
Dude, China's actually
Leave,
what
like,
they're
straw
about to
alone.
produce 350 million more 350 more tons of like coal a year for
Yeah.
burning for energy. Yeah.
Well, they're building.
And they're worried about the
between
rest of
India
the world doing shit, but China's just like, yeah, no, we're gonna do
Well, don't
this.
forget Germany's building a lot of plants too now.
Yeah, now they have to. But
Yeah.
between India and
China.
they're building like 3 or 4 coal-firing facilities a month.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we do doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What they're burning over there.
And they're still gonna put it on ours, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, before we move into births and deaths, any viewers have any questions? You know, you want us to elaborate anything, you know, on any topics? Do you have anything you want to add? Like, anything you know that we don't? You know, start a dialogue in the comments section. We will reply.
A lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah. Let's move on into
One of
births.
us.
Starting
Listen,
us.
I'm going to say adieu, and I'm going to talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care.
Later,
Alice.
Dad. Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Starting us off in the year 15, we have Aulus Vitellius, was a Roman emperor for a few months in 69 AD, born in Rome, dying in 69. So, yeah. He
There you go.
was emperor for a few months and then he died. Huh.
Oh, there you go. That
That
happens.
sucks. Then we have 1501, we have Girolamo Cardano, was an Italian mathematician and astrologer. Ars Magna 1545, I don't know what that is, Ars Magna. maybe some kind of celestial body. He was born in Pavia, Italy, dying in 1576. I'm going to look this thing up here real quick. So,
Yeah.
Cardano book. Okay. So it's a book. The Ars Magna is an important Latin language book on algebra written by Girolamo Cardano. It was first published in 1545 under the title Artis Magnae Sivi de Regulus Algebraics Liber Unus. There was a second edition in Cardano's lifetime, published in 1570. Yeah, that's
Damn.
interesting. I'm going to post a link to this in the underbar here as soon as I find it. Oops, wrong one. Hold on a second. There we go. Yes. You clicked on the thing. I hope it didn't have any effect on the stream. Who knows? Anyway, let's see here. What else happened on the States? Or who else was born? Alice, you got one here in 1583.
We have Albrecht von Wallenstein. He was born in 1583. He was a Bohemian German general and statesman. 30 Years' War that he was part of, and born in Helfmann's Kingdom of Bohemia in the Holy Roman Empire. Died in 1634.
Dang.
Damn.
Uno mas.
And then we have Johan de Witt, Dutch statesman and Grand Pensionary of Holland. He was born in 1625 today in Dordrecht, Netherlands, but died in 1672.
Yeah. And he served as the Grand Petitionary of Holland from 1653 to 1672. So I wonder if he died in office.
Might have.
Wow. He did. Along with his brother, De Witt was shot by members of the Hague Civic Militia and left to the mob, who strung up their naked, mutilated bodies on a public gibbet. The organist mob then ate their roasted livers in a cannibalistic frenzy. Jesus Christ.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Dang.
that took a dark turn real fast. I guess
Wow.
I'm called Lady Death for a reason.
Yeah. Actually, I changed your name.
You changed it up.
Yeah.
You changed it to Lady Death again.
1755, we have John Marshall. He was the 4th Chief Justice of the United States from 1801 to 1835. Born in Germantown, Virginia, dying in 1835. I wonder if he died in office.
Virginia.
Yeah. Didn't say. And then who else do we have? Lottie Dodd, 1871. A British all-around athlete, Wimbledon, 1887 through 88 and 1891 through 93. Born in Bebington, England, dying in 1960. Huh.
Get snacks, man.
Dang. So, wow, hold on a second. She was only 10 years old. No, she wasn't. She was born in 1871, and then she was in Wimbledon in 1887. So that's 16. So she was 16 years when she was in Wimbledon. Dang.
Damn.
She was good. Oh, you got a good one here.
What do I got here? Oh, God. Ah, Jesus. We got F. Scott Fitzgerald. In 1896, he was an American author, The Great Gatsby, and also wrote Zelda. Was born in St. Paul, Minnesota. Died in 1940.
Ah. Minnesota, don't you know?
Oh, yeah, sure, you betcha. You come to Minnesota, I'll make you a nice casserole.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
You betcha. 1898, we have Howard Florey. Was an Australian pathologist and pharmacologist who purified penicillin. He was born in Adelaide, South Australia, dying in 1968. Nice. We have Ayatollah Khomeini, 1902, actual name Ruhollah Khomeini, Supreme Leader of Iran from 1979 through 89, religious figure and political leader of the 1979 Iranian Revolution, born in Komian, Persia, dying in 1989. He was born in Persia, holy crap. Then we have Konstantin Chernenko, 1911, General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1984 to 1985, born in Bolshevik Yenistik Government, Russian Empire, dying in 1985. Alice was 1 year old when he died. Dang. Then who else do we have? Jim Henson, born on this date in 1936. James Jim Henson, a U.S. puppeteer, artist, screenwriter, and filmmaker, best known as the creator of The Muppets, Sesame Street, and The Muppet Show. Born in Greenville, Mississippi, dying in 1990. We have Linda McCartney, 1941. Actual name is Nea Eastman. Was a U.S. photographer and musician, Wings, and the first wife of Paul McCartney, born in New York City, dying in 1998. We got Phil Hartman, born on this date in 1948. Canadian U.S. actor, SNL, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Born in Brantford, Ontario, dying in 1998. Wow, all these people dropping in 1998. What's going on? Pee-wee's Playhouse, huh? And who else was born on this date? Yada yada, scrolly lolly lolly. Well, I guess that's it. Moving on up into deaths, starting us off in 366, we have Liberius, was an Italian pope from 352 to 366, and he dies. He just died. Okay. Then we have Paracelsus, 1541, a Swiss physician and alchemist. Zinc and laudanum, died at 47. So this guy discovered zinc, sounds like. And what is this? It's a 10% solution of opium powder and alcohol, widely used to treat everything from pain and insomnia to female disorders. It was even used to quiet crying babies. Dang. Opium, straight up. Like, dang. They weren't messing around back then. Who else died on this date? Let's see here. Oh man, Dr. Seuss. Theodore Geisel. Dr. Seuss died on this date in 1991. He was a U.S. children's author. The Cat in the Hat, Green Eggs and Ham, died of cancer at the age of 87. I have a lot of Dr. Seuss books. Like, not all of them, but quite a few. So, and I'm going to keep them until the day I die. We're going to probably get buried in them because they're probably going to be, like, outlawed. They already are, like, banned from, like, Amazon and shit. So, anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is also 1 in the afternoon Eastern, or 12 Central, 11 Mountain, apparently 8 o'clock Hawaiian. I don't know. Like, you do the math. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am Xander. The Golden Loon, aka the Meat Cleaver, has gone to do other things, and Alice is currently MIA. So anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles! Once again, I'm not prepared.